In today's Health Edge report, a vaccine used to treat whooping cough in children may be losing its effectiveness. Experts say youngsters given a newer version of the vaccine may have an increased risk for the highly contagious respiratory disease later in life. So the study found cases among 7 to 10-year-olds nearly doubled from 2007 to 2009 in a group that received this new vaccine. And also a warning for you about the antibiotic known as Zithromax, or the Z-Pak. The FDA says it can potentially cause a deadly irregular heart rhythm in some people. The new warning comes from a study of antibacterial drugs and their effect on the heart. Investigators say the Z-Pak could lead to a condition known as prolonged QT interval. They say doctors should use caution when prescribing the drug to people who have certain risk factors or already have this condition. So joining us now to talk about the whooping cough vaccine and the Z-Pak, Dr. Victoria Dooley. She's a doctor at St. John Providence Health. Thank you for joining us, Dr. Dooley.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. So should we still get our child this whooping cough vaccine?
You should definitely still get your child this vaccine. The series is currently a 5 series right now, and most children are done around 6, and then they don't recommend that they get them again until they're around 12 years old. So it's that time between ages 6 to 12 that they're finding that as years go by before they get that next dose, that kids are getting the whooping cough. So it protects them while they are getting their series, but once they hit that around 7 to 10 is when they're seeing the resurgence.
So as a parent, what can we do? Do we have to ask the right question, or?
I think what you should do as a parent is to remind that to your doctor when you have a 7 to 10-year-old who's sick but they're fully immunized. Just to remind your doctor that, hey, even though my child's been immunized, I've heard that they can still get the whooping cough from this age 7 to 10, so that your doctor can do the appropriate testing and treat them appropriately.
Okay, so if your child does get the cough, do they need the booster still?
They would need to be treated for the pertussis. And then currently the schedule is they wouldn't get another booster till they're 12, but I think this new data might change the way we do those vaccines in the future.
Okay, so we're going to turn the page now onto the Z-Pak.
Okay.
What about it causes heart problems?
Well, it's nothing really new in the medical literature, because similar antibiotics have been found to have the same problems. It's just that we thought the Z-Pak didn't have an increase of a risk. Well, now that information says that it really does have just as great as risk as some of these other antibiotics that we've already known about. So I think the key here is, if you do have an underlying heart condition, to make sure your doctor knows about it. And a lot of people sometimes are seen by covering doctors or in urgent clinics, and I think that's important information to disclose before you receive an antibiotic from any physician.
Yeah, and we talked about the QT interval.
Correct.
How do we know if we have that?
If you have that, you'd be having some symptoms, so you'd probably be aware of that. Also some electrolyte abnormalities, like if your potassium or magnesium are low, that can predispose you to getting this syndrome. So I think the key is also to don't take antibiotics if you don't need them. All antibiotics come with risk. So if your doctor tells you that this is a virus and it'll likely resolve, I think you should take that information to heart and not insist on having the Z-Pak, which I know a lot of people love.
Oh, everybody grabs for that Z-Pak, and so there are other antibiotics that may work just as well, or
that will work just as well, but the Z-Pak is 5 days, where some of those are more like 10 days. So that's why the Z-Pak is so popular, because it's decreased days. But you do have to do a risk versus benefits type evaluation, and there's certain times and certain patients where the Z-Pak just is not going to be appropriate.
All right, doctor, thank you for joining us again and for your information. Okay, all right, Jeff.